Okay, so a couple of bowling drills. Again, like this one in particular, you probably don't have to do down at the nets. You could do in the backyard, and you could do in the front yard, on the driveway, just wherever you've got a bit of space. But essentially what we're going to do is just work on our seam position. So whether you're a spinner or you bowl pace, just essentially where you want to get your wrist at release to either get the seam to stand up nice and straight for swing, or to get it to nip off the seam, or with spin, how you want to get your wrist in position and use your fingers or your wrist, depending on what kind of spin, to get revs on the ball and hopefully turn it. When you're letting the ball go, the idea, I guess, is that you really want to like snap down the back of the ball with your wrist, and when you release it, you want the seam to come up nice and straight and come down like that. Hold your elbow with your other hand and then throw the ball to me, and just think about coming down the back of it with your fingers and then snapping with your wrist, okay? Wrist spin, same thing. Do you want to just think about getting that like release and like flicking it over to me? Yeah? Okay, and you can work on both your leggy and your wrong end if you like. Cool, all right, so do you want to come up to the crease? And I'll just stand not too far away at all. So Avi, you go first. So you're gonna hold your wrist. Sorry, I'll hold your elbow, and then just throw the ball, snap down with your wrist, and try and keep that seam nice and straight. Nice. You can almost just let it come up like that. Because your bowling spin, you can just like get a feel of it coming out. Yeah, on the full. Very nice. You can even just do it like that if you want. Nice. That was really good. Did that feel good? That was awesome. Oh yeah, nice. There you go. Now, Ava, do you want to, instead of just holding there, you can do a full throw. So just let it come out nice and soft off the back of your fingers. Very nice. Very good. Nice job, guys. Well done. So I guess, like, do you know why we were trying to do that?
Yeah.
What do you think?
To get more power in your wrist.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly that. So like, I guess when we're using like our whole arm and all of our body, sometimes like the little bits that can make a big difference, you don't feel as much. So if we can isolate like that part of the bowling action, so that like down the back of the ball or coming over it, I'm not a spin bowling coach, but then, you know, it kind of can really help when you bring everything else into it, because you've kind of got that feel for it. And the more reps of it you do, the more you get used to it, and then you do it really naturally. But you both did awesome. So you're probably going to do a fair bit of bowling at club cricket practice if you're a part of a club, and that'll be off a long run up doing 100%. So sometimes in between that, if you just want to work on little things or get a feel for your action, or maybe work on some accuracy, slow things down a little bit, just coming off a couple of steps and putting a target on the pitch where you want to bowl a good length can be really helpful. So what you can do is just grab a couple of stumps out, maybe leave off stump in. Or, you know, if you don't have stumps, it doesn't really matter. You can just find anything to pop down on the pitch. And then, you know, from the crease line, you might just find a really good length on the pitch for a pacey or a spinner. And then I'm just gonna put like these down, almost like a little box target. Just check that they're sort of on a good line for a bowler to be able to hit middle and off stump. And then what we'll do from the other end is just take a couple of steps and really focus on all the fundamentals of your action to help you hit the right spot. So this is like, say you've like bowled at club cricket practice the night before and you want to just come down and do a bit of extra, but maybe you're a bit tired. This is a really cool way to just practice your technique. Oh, great turn. So did you feel anything there? Why it might have kind of just gone down leg side a little bit?
Feel that way.
Yeah, so maybe just try and think about really like staying up nice and tall, getting everything behind the ball so that you can come straight down the top and into that target. Oi, nice. Yes, well done. Did you feel the difference on that one? I really saw it. It was like, you got there and then you're like, yep, really finished it. That's it. For anyone watching a drill like this and maybe wanted to just help with some pointers, the big thing is about time and repetition and feel, but also you can really get a feel for actually like how things are lining up. how it's coming off the fingers, if you're actually properly following through. So if someone's maybe missing down leg side a lot, it might be because they're actually like falling away and then pushing their arm out that way. So if that's happening, I just really encourage you to keep following through and keeping your weight towards the target. If someone is kind of like bowling a little bit wide of the off stump, it might be because they're actually rotating early and then coming around and off the side of the ball. So for them, it's really about using this front arm as long as they possibly can and pulling it nice and hard down into their side. So if you can kind of look out for those couple of things and then remind the bowler of that as they're trying to bowl, it's a bit of a feel thing, and just see how it goes and keep trying.